afternoon, I've got Radoslava with us, and she had a walk and hi. She had a walk and talk. We had a walk and talk yesterday, and I learned that she's a massive seller in the Small and Light program. Now, I've seen that on Amazon before, but I didn't quite know what it was and how to use it. And apparently, it's quite an untapped thing that can be quite lucrative if you know what you're doing. So, gonna have a conversation with her and see if we can find out a bit more. So, what is the Small and Light program?
Well, the Small and Light, it's been around for some time. Basically, if you have small items with the sizes of 2.4 by 22 by 30 centimeters up to 225 grams.
Oh, wow.
And at the selling price at top selling price at $9.90, you can qualify for the program.
Okay.
Wow, the thing is, you can qualify with only stock that is fast moving. You need to, yeah, there was interesting statistics in the UK, and ASIN have to sell around 25 units in 4 weeks to qualify.
What, each single SKU has to sell. Okay.
To qualify for the program, if it doesn't do that, they disqualify it automatically. But that is not a problem when you are looking, when you apply for the program, when you enroll your product, they tell you straight away in the enrollment page if it qualifies, and that's it. The fees you pay are really, really low. Sorry.
No, it's fine. So can you, if you do retail arbitrage or online arbitrage, can you find items like that, or does it need to be private label? Can you just go and find something in a shop that qualifies?
Well, I suppose you can. It works for me because I do wholesale, and the thing is, all of my products, all of my stock is replenishables. Everything I replenish in hundreds.
I love that word.
So yeah, it's really exciting because I don't actually have to do loads of sourcing, and I know what works after some time doing that. And all I have to do is get the money and buy more and more, as much as I can at the moment. I'm just not even looking and sourcing. I just replenish.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So do you have to merchant fulfill something small and light?
Well, you can, but that's just normal. It's not in the program. You just have to compete with my price. And if you're happy to send it with large letter, I don't know, I don't do any. I mean, I do on eBay. So I have some of my stuff on eBay, and I just send it large letter second class.
So your Amazon is FBA. So you do all your small and light FBA.
Everything is FBA.
So how many things do you get in a box? Because I've got boxes over there for tomorrow, and I've got like 10 items.
If I have to fill the big sizes, the top size box, the 60 centimeters on each side, I could probably fit a few thousand.
Wow.
Yeah, I signed. My last box was 37 by 40 or something like that by 37. I fit a bit more than 1,000.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's just mind-blowing.
Yeah, the postage price is non-existent. It's actually everything is, I mean, yeah, the prep and everything, because you don't have to I mean, I label everything because we can talk about the cons, because there are pros and cons for the program. But yeah, you don't have to label everything. I personally label everything because what they do there apparently is they get and pour everything in bins.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of picking mistakes. So I label everything, but that's a small cost. It's really, the costs are really low. And
so what is the fee? What is your fee? So I have 2 fees from Amazon. I think it's the seller fee and the fulfillment fee. Do you have 2 fees with small and light then? Is it the same?
Well, what I pay at the moment is around 1.7 to 1.10 £1 and 10p. That's without the VAT. With VAT, it
Okay.
comes up to 130. It depends on the price. My prices are really low for most of my stuff. So for something that I sell for 350, it's about 110.
Wow,
But if I
that's
sell
good.
something for more, over 5, 6, £7, it's a bit more because they have uh, the I don't know. I haven't even looked in the bracket of the
So
fee.
you've
It's
got to
just
do
so
a
low.
massive load of volume then. If your products are sort of
Yeah.
£3, £4, go on, tell me what kind of volume do you do?
it's it's decent. Yeah, I'm really happy. It's
Wow.
very consistent because
Okay.
those are fast moving things that are always fast moving. They're all fast moving. So if you get 100 SKUs, you're all good. You just
So can I say
hunt
that you
money.
sell several hundred items a day? Can I say that?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Well,
That's,
it depends. A few days ago, ran out of stock of everything because they're very slow. That's the thing. They're very slow with receiving small and light.
okay.
Usually it took about 10 days. At the moment, it's over 3 weeks. And
So what
because everything's
so why is
more
it
than
slow?
three
Is it a
weeks.
different process? Because is it not the same
It's the
UPS?
same. It's the same, but I don't know. The FCs for some reason are very, very slow with small and light. I guess it's a lot to count.
Okay, yeah, sure.
They don't make the thing is they don't make. I have also normal size, and as everyone has this experience, they do lately a lot of counting mistakes.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
still do that with
Amazon
my
can't
normal
count.
size.
Wow.
Never had a mistake with them. They're just like machines. And
Wow.
yeah, so all my products, that's good, but it's very slow at the moment for receiving. So I just send a few times a week, replenish. Oh, a few days ago, I just run out of almost everything that was the fastest sellers.
Wow.
And
So
yeah,
what you make, what are your margins? Are you happy to make like 50p in an item? What sort of ROI
oh
do you make?
yeah, very happy. Well, the ROI, my ROI is very high because uh, most of my items are in the range of 50p to £1 per
What to
item.
buy?
To buy, yeah.
Wow.
So
Okay.
you can do, I've had about 70% ROI selling something for £2.20, and I still
My
made,
gosh.
and I was selling more than 100 per day. So yeah, it might be very tiny. 77 I was buying it for 60p. I was making about 40p on
But
each
if you
sale.
scale
But
it,
when you sell hundreds a day, it's
yeah.
all you ask for. It makes up for then I'd rather do that than have something and wait to make an extra pound for 2 months. I turn my money a few times
Yeah.
a month.
You turn your whole money a few times a month.
Well, yeah, it works that way. Not everything goes straight away, but 70% of my stock goes straight away within 2, 3 days. The rest
Oh my
is
gosh.
selling a few a day. Say some SKUs they sell 10 a day, some sell 3, 4 a day, but my top sellers sell a lot. So I have to
Wow.
send them. I send them every few days, a few hundred of each, to keep them in stock, and I still run out at the moment. It's really, really crazy.
It's
And
amazing. What
for me, the biggest plus is the people at the moment are so tight on money,
yeah.
but it's really good thing to treat yourself. And but people always look for something
Yeah.
as cheap as possible. No problem. No one minds that it's not next day delivery.
Oh, okay. Is it not? It's smaller, like not next day delivery.
No, it's
Okay.
not next. They're most of it is sent by Royal Mail, but I can see that some go straight away the same day. So I would guess when because most of my things they don't buy just single items. They buy 5, 10. Sometimes I've sold 20 at one go. Different,
Wow.
when you yeah.
So okay. Give me, don't give me away any of your best things, but give me like three items which could be classed as small. I mean, would socks be small and light?
Well, they measure the packet, the outer packaging. So
Okay.
if you pack them to fit the dimensions, if they're small tiny socks and they're packed to fit this,
Okay. So what
yeah.
would be small
Oh,
and light
it
then?
will
So this.
be a small paperback, thin paperback book. It would be hairpins. It would be,
Oh.
yeah, it would be, well, think pencils, pens, and
Oh,
yeah,
of course. A little
stationery. Oh,
notepad. How about a little
in
notepad?
stationery is endless opportunities.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, all
Because I'm
kinds of.
just thinking of people who were going to watch this and maybe want to get into it. Do you recommend people get into small and light? Is it good for beginners, or do you need to be a bit experienced to do it? I mean, is the
Well, many people start with it, but the thing is, you have to be competitive there. Otherwise, and it's competitive all over Amazon. Everything is
yeah,
competitive. Everyone is tanking prices. So when they start tanking price, I sometimes have to sell
yeah,
to break even,
yeah.
but I do,
But that's the
and
same across
yeah,
all the Amazon stuff. Unless you're private
yeah,
label,
it's
it's a
the same
competitive marketplace,
situation.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
the
Yeah.
same with.
So, what are the pros and cons of being small and light?
Well, the pros, a lot for me, because yeah, just I scaled so incredibly quick. I was doing online arbitrage. I was going nowhere. I mean, yeah, I was doing it and I was making some money, but very slow, very painful.
Okay.
And so when I started doing this, it was just
So
shooting.
what? So okay. So what made you get into small and light? How did you discover it? By
Oh
accident?
yeah, I knew about it, but I haven't looked properly because I was just selling normal stuff.
Yeah.
And so during the lockdown, everything was selling. There were not many sellers. Most of the sellers were on holiday
Yeah.
modes. But when they returned, the prices just went half of what they were.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Okay.
I started looking for something, because had to do something about it.
So you
I was,
you pivoted your business. You took your business in a different direction deliberately
yeah,
because
yeah,
oh
yeah,
well, that's really clever. That's really clever.
yeah.
So what if people are want to have a look at small and light? So you said where would be a good place to start? You said stationery is quite a good place to start. And
Yeah,
what hair and beauty like little
anything,
like pencils?
anything. If
Okay.
you can find products for cheap, and if uh, qualifies, if it's a fast seller, low BSR, you can know anything below 40,000. Although I don't even look at anything more than 10,000. I
Oh
don't have any.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, usually most of mine are below 1,000. Yeah, that's
Wow.
where the
So
sales are.
so
I do have a few. My normal stuff is around is between 5 and 10,000. Most of
so
my phone line.
Amazon actually called you the other week to congratulate
Yeah.
you on being so good in your small
Yeah.
and light. What did they say to you? What was the call for?
Oh yeah, they wanted to congratulate me because apparently I'm one of their top sellers on small and light in UK. And they had two questions. How did I hear about the program? And do I like it, and do I intend to continue and to um, to grow? And I said, absolutely, I absolutely love it. It's just it's what did it for my
Is
business.
it a bit like because I find replenishables everywhere because I look for
Oh
them.
yeah,
I see them everywhere. Everywhere's an opportunity for replenishable,
I
and
never
it
had problems with sourcing.
yeah. So therefore, once you know what you're looking for in a smaller light, do you suddenly spot them everywhere because they're
Oh
just
yeah,
oh wow okay
yes.
okay
I have about 10 places I buy stuff from. I just, whenever I open, I sell only a few brands.
okay.
And whenever I open, I just know them. I don't even have to check them. I
So
know
you
them.
said you do wholesale, but can someone start doing it with OA? Maybe is there stuff in like the pound shop or
Oh,
Poundland? Is
I
that kind of
suppose if they can keep up with the quantities, because
okay?
I don't know if they can get. I'm getting hundreds and hundreds and
Oh
thousands
yeah,
of.
it might be quite difficult. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
not going to be able to buy eye pencils from Boots where you can only buy 3 a day. That's not
yeah,
really going to
exactly. You
qualify, is
can
it?
only the minimum quantity you can send is 24. You can't send
Oh, what to
less than
send in?
24. of each SKU. When you
Oh,
are sending
okay.
your shipments, you have a minimum quantity. You can't send 2, 3 of it. You have to send at minimum 24.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, which for me is I never sent when I sent
Yeah,
224
24
maybe.
sounds like you about 20 minutes of
Yeah,
stock for
I
you.
would never send on. I would never bother with 20.
No.
But yeah, that's the minimum. And for when you start and you're not sure what you're doing, you can't just go and send thousands.
Okay. Yeah, but,
But
but if
yeah,
your items are costing you 50p, 24 of them is only £12. So it's quite a safe little way to test. It's because
yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah.
quite a safe way to test it. So there's loads of pros to it. Those are good points. What are some of the negatives or things you have to watch out for? What's the downside to small and light?
Well, aside from not being next day service, they do a lot of picking mistakes.
Okay.
Uh, I've got before small and light. I never had anyone text me, clients, buyers, message me with problems. Now I have almost daily.
Okay.
Because they're not sending with their service, they're using Royal Mail, so there is lots of ENRs.
Okay.
The refunds
What's
are
DNR? Did not arrive.
item not received.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So that happens a lot because they use
But
Royal
that's
Mail.
not. But that's if it's an FBA, that's not your fault or your responsibility, is it?
No, it's not. But
Oh wow.
anyway, they have to refund it, and then of course they reimburse me, but
Well,
I'm
that's
still not
good.
getting it. Yeah,
Okay.
with
So any negative feedback that gets struck out, does it?
yeah.
Oh, that's good.
It's just normal. About this, it's just normal FBA. Anything with fulfillment or as many people don't make the difference between product review and feedback.
Yeah.
That's also.
Yeah.
Well, picking mistakes. Apparently, they put everything in bins, and I personally I label everything. You don't have to label for them.
How
You
do
just
you
have.
label something really, really small?
Well, I
I mean,
buy tiny,
how would you label
tiny.
my pen?
I buy tiny little bags, and let me just show you.
Go
And
on then.
sorry, I'm not ready.
No, do it. Go for it. Show us.
Yeah, I pack everything in small bags, and I found some that don't cost me less than 1p per
Wow.
item pack, and like this.
Oh wow, that's teeny
Yeah.
tiny.
This,
Okay,
and I put the
perfect.
label. I use 44 labels per page, and yeah, that's it. And I protect and that way, I'm sure that's there are not so many
I didn't even know
mistakes.
you could get poly bags like that. I thought they were bigger.
Yeah, I had a bit of trouble finding this. I used 6 inches by something like that. I still use them. I still buy them in thousands as well,
But they're
because
good for
I
like
don't
pen,
only
as you said, they're good for like pens and like rubbers and sort of small stuff.
yeah.
That's awesome. So do you have any tips for somebody who wanted to start out? What tips can you give them?
Oh well, there is not much to it. It's really simple. I don't know.
Maybe the biggest tips, just do it to get started, have a go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we can post links for the program so everyone could
Ah,
read.
okay.
It's
Yeah,
A
how
to
do you
Z, A
join
to
it?
Z.
What is there any? So do you have to have a professional account to join it, or can you join? You know
Oh
what
no,
are
as
there,
far as I know, anyone could. And
okay.
if you're doing private label and never had these items, if you are listing them for first time, you still can uh, apply for small and lights. And if they start selling, it's all good. If they don't sell, they will disqualify them.
So another
But
question:
yeah,
do you make your own listings? Because when I do my RA and my OA, I've never created a listing. I just
no,
jump on the back of
no,
others.
no.
No, okay, okay, that's good.
But I'm thinking, but not for small and lights. I'm thinking to have a look into that, but no, not for small and light. I'm just
Okay,
selling famous brands. I'm not the only seller. The thing is, on most of the listings, maybe 99%, Amazon is there too, because
Oh, okay.
Amazon will never miss the big sellers.
Okay, so should you be scared of competing with Amazon, or is it okay?
No, no,
Okay, because I know there are people. Some
no.
people just, if Amazon are on the listing, they don't sell. It's
I've never been. Ever since I started, I've never been. Never. I don't care if Amazon is on the listing or not.
oh,
I
okay,
have maybe only once that they absolutely hog the buy box,
okay.
but then they run out. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
And
that's good.
of course, I sold out and never went on this listing. But no, I'm not, absolutely don't care if Amazon is there or not.
So,
Sometimes they do for 2-3 days, but they go away. Yeah.
so how many? So on an average item, how many sellers do you compete with? Because like Lego, this time of year can have like 80 sellers competing.
Oh,
It
yeah, I
can be
know.
really competitive.
Yeah, I remember asking for it.
Yeah. So
I had
small
some
and light.
with hundreds of sellers.
It's mad. You might
No,
sell your Lego by February if you're lucky.
on the ones I do, um, some of the listings were about 10 sellers,
Oh, that's not bad.
and there are only 5 of us that are on all listings. So in time, we know each other. They're 2 very old sellers with 25K
What
feedback.
feedback? Wow.
Yeah.
That's massive.
So
Because
yeah.
you get something like 1 feedback per 100 items, don't you? So they have sold an absolute ton.
Yeah, it's not too bad when you sell in
Yeah.
volume, because
Yeah.
I still
So if
receive
you are
2-3
selling in
feedbacks per day.
volume, sorry, if you are selling in volume, sharing with lots of sellers won't be a problem because you'll all rotate
Oh yeah,
buy box
I
and it'll be
know.
much. Yeah, okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
Well, I can't complain because there are not that many. I am on listings with a bit more.
Okay.
The big problem are the brand new sellers with that don't understand how it works. They just go and undercut, not by a
Yeah.
P or two. They just go and slash almost all the profit.
Yep.
So yeah, with
So
them you
how
have
do
to
you
be
deal
brave.
with them?
No, I'm not confused. I mean, I've done a few times with a few of the new, very, very new sellers. I just tanked their price all the way. They don't reprice, and
Yeah.
they just reprice manually. So probably a few times when they sold out at loss,
Yeah.
they have respect now and they just
Don't
match
come back.
our
Yeah, yeah.
prices.
Okay. You know what?
Yeah.
That's a good lesson
Oh,
to
you
learn.
have
Learn
to
a
do
quick
that. You
lesson.
have to do, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
just
think
they just did not understand,
no.
so I made them much.
Good.
But now we work together.
Good.
I mean, we don't know whether I can see that they're behaving.
Good.
So it's all
You
right.
know what? There's penny underprices in every single area because people just don't understand. Sometimes it's a legitimate business strategy. You have to dump your
It
stock if
is.
it's
It is.
going out of date, or if you're coming up to long-term storage. But as a rule, people just need to understand how to avoid
Exactly.
penny under.
There is not much to go down with on the
Yeah.
small and light. First and second, there are not that many competitors and everything is fast moving, so you will have your sales.
Yeah.
But so yeah, there is one a bit brutal. He's a really old seller, but yeah, he's behaving to it. It's not too bad. It's
It's
everywhere. It's all over.
so you shouldn't be worried about low volume like margins and stuff because it's made up by volume.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
awesome. That's
Well,
exciting.
it's always good to get the most of the profit, but yeah, it's all right. It's a good program. I would recommend, so although I've heard many negative reviews about it. Many people
Is
don't
that
like
because
it because of the small of I mean, the margins are not small, the margins are higher than everywhere,
yeah,
but they're just kind of put out because they're only making 50p,
right.
which for me is 100% ROI if I source it for 50p
Yeah,
and I
that
make
I'd take that.
50p.
That's and given how many you shove in a box, I think that's for me that's
100%
great.
return is
Yeah.
100% return. Many people don't get it
Yes, absolutely.
and wait for it for a long time.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. No, I
yeah.
agree. So are you going to move your business more towards small and light and away from your other arbitrage stuff, or are you going to keep it nice and balanced?
Well, I'm at the moment about 90% moonlight.
Oh wow, so you're quite heavy with it.
Yeah, I'm actually having trouble organizing a box from time to time with
Yeah.
normal sizes, but I try to keep them all in because they're also replenishable. So I try
Okay.
to keep them all in stock. And I'm going to look into. I'm very interested in bundling, so
Yeah.
I'm going to have a look at this after the busy periods. At the
Yeah.
moment, I'm just
Yeah,
concentrating
I've got
on
friends who are
packing.
big bundlers, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they come on and do a video like this and talk about how to bundle and what's good to do a bundle. Yeah, their bundling is definitely a way forward. You can't bundle small and light though, because they'd end up too big.
Well, it depends what you bundle. If you bundle 3 pencils,
Or a pack of 3 hairbands or something, they could bundle. All the
yeah, you can
possibilities are
bundle
endless.
hairpins. I've seen like pack of 5, pack of 20 hairpins. It's
See,
nice.
my daughter and I've both got lots of hair, so we buy hundreds of them because we snap them all the time. So I
Yeah,
buy hairbands and I buy packs of them because I tie it up and snap forever. So,
exactly. You can
ah,
you can still bundle small and light. You can bundle anything.
see, I've
And
never even thought about buying these things from Amazon. So I'm now going to look at that as a buyer, as not so much a
yeah,
seller. But I didn't think about hairband. I assumed everything, because Amazon can be quite expensive for most things because obviously they've got high fees and stuff. So I just kind of don't really buy from it. But actually, small and light can be really a really good place to get a really good bargain.
yeah. And if you're a Prime customer, there's a good chance that you will just receive it as normally next day
Wow.
Prime delivery. Yeah, I've bought some. I've bought a few times. I've bought cables for my phones.
Yeah.
That comes small and light. I bought what was I don't remember something lately. Yeah,
I
this
didn't even think that's small like this. Do you know what? So the more you're saying, my mind's going like this is small.
yeah,
Like,
right.
it's
See,
like it's everywhere, isn't it? Wow. Oh my
anything
gosh.
that is small, if you check it and if you see that it's good PSR, just enroll it and go.
Wow. So you're really active in my group, the Amazon Knowledge Sellers Bank. If somebody wants to, I'm going to post this on YouTube and post it in the group. If someone has any questions, are you happy just to answer the questions and give people a bit of a nudge and help them to
Yeah, of course, yeah.
get
Always,
started?
yeah.
That would be awesome, because it's one of those things where you the way you say it sounds so easy, and you talk quite passionately about it, but
Well, yeah,
as,
it's
as soon as people stop the video, it suddenly becomes daunting again, doesn't it? Because they're on their own again. So
yeah, I know. Well, we can put a link to Amazon's pages.
yeah.
There is everything there. They explain everything, plus their little photos of how to do the prep and
Oh, okay, okay,
yeah, you're left with a few more questions. When
okay,
I started based on that,
okay.
but I went through the forums looking for threads. Sometimes people like me, they were asking. I remembered whole threads, people asking how to prep, what to do. So I went through that too, and I sent my first shipment was not very big, 24 of each, just to make sure that I do it
A little
right.
test. Well, that's fine. That's good. It's good to test it.
Yeah. And from there, it's just easy. Once you do it for first time. But yeah, if you have someone to answer your questions, yeah, I didn't have, so I went that way.
So we're grateful that you've wandered your way through, and you're happy to. I mean, people. I don't really want people to start messaging too much, but it'd just be nice if they've got any questions underneath the chat. I'm sure we
Yeah,
can
no
we
problem.
can
I'm
help
always ready
them.
to help. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's exciting. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. It's really interesting. I wonder
Oh,
how
I
many
enjoyed
people are going
it
to have a go,
actually.
because I'm quite inspired.
Well, I was a bit unconfident, but yeah, I enjoy it. Well,
Yeah.
you're very easy to talk to. You just make me talk more. And
Oh, bless you. Thank you. I'm going to stop recording there because there's too many compliments and I'm going to blush. But thank
great.
you